Hey guys, so this time on ToolBox, I wanted to talk about my motivation for doing Oldowan Life. A couple nights ago, I was hanging out with a bunch of people that do similar stuff that I do, and they're all saying, "Why are you doing it? What's the point? Who's going to hear about you? It's a waste of time." And I was feeling kind of discouraged, so I came back and I just wrote, something up top of my head, what I was feeling and what my motivation in this notebook. And I have tons of these little just notebooks. My mom actually got me this one, but I'm very scatterbrained and like hyper creative, so that helps me get all my thoughts in one place. So I just thought I would share with you what I wrote. All right, here we go. So there seems to be less drive and there's so much frustration in the world right now. So I just started writing, where's the direction? Where's the passion? Where are the answers? My generation is so frustrated. You see people in their 20s around the world just wanting for something and looking for answers. And we can't find any, but we don't have any of it. And I think I know why. I think I figured out why. It's because we haven't been taught how. If we look at our education system, it teaches us to get good grades so we can go to college, so that we can get a good job. And it's been like that for decades. Instead of find something you're good at. Find something you love to do and give them the tools and let it grow and develop it. And money will come because you're developing a craft and a skill set. If you're a scientist, a painter, musician, a builder, an athlete, a teacher, then do that. Maybe the goal shouldn't be to go to college to get a degree unless that's what makes sense for you to do. Instead, the worst thing is, instead of saying, have a vision, have a dream, be organized, have a direction with your talent, we're saying, stop, that won't work. If we look at history, great things have always spawned from great limitations. Socrates, George Washington, James Madison, Ben Franklin, Henry Ford, Charlie Chaplin, Einstein, Martin Luther King, JFK, Bob Dylan, the Beatles, Steve Jobs, Mark Zuckerberg, Nick Woodman, John Hennessy. People who have all asked the same question, what if? What if? What if we got rid of slavery? What if we had a free country and the freedom of the press, equal rights to vote and to get married to whoever we want and to love whoever we want and to create a new pop culture? That one simple tagline came from a song called All You Need Is Love. What if we had one device that can call people around the world and play music in the palm of your hand? What if we had an internet site that connected the world and cameras the size of a double stuffed Oreos that can go anywhere and do anything? Or if the next fastest car in the world was designed, created, and made in America? All these people asked the same question, what if? They asked a question and saw a solution. They were driven to find an answer, to solve that puzzle, to solve problems, to create a vision and make it a reality. They're leaders. They were leaders. They are leaders. They're proof that being passionate isn't a waste of time and energy, but a necessity of the progression and innovation of not just our country, but the world. In an age of the internet, an unprecedented age, for the first time in human history, we're all connected. You know what we found? We found that we all want the same thing: to be happy, to live a life of love, to sit at a table with your friends and family and laugh. My reason for Oldowan Life is to create one place that everyone in the world can come to find passionate people trying to do something positive and give back to the world. I have a dream. I want a normal person with an impossible dream to come to me asking for help and me to be able to say, yes, I got you. I got your back. Let's make it happen. Let's give it a try. Let's do it. And that's my dream. That's what I want to do for the rest of my life, to help ordinary people around the world accomplish extraordinary dreams, to give hope. We're only here once. How can I help you make it everything you want it to be? And it's not impossible. If anything, it's totally probable, totally doable. Anyone in the world can team up and solve problems at any time. And it's worked. If you look at Kevin came to us, Kevin Root. He has never run a marathon before. He wanted to run a marathon to raise awareness and money for a little boy who's suffering from cancer, the same cancer that he overcame as a child. And look at Give and Spin. We brought DJs together and people from all over James Madison University to come together to an event and to raise money and awareness for a cause. And now we have another kid coming to us that wants to cross the country. I met Naveed in December 2013. this past year, a couple months ago, and look what we're doing. We did all this with no money and barely any help. Imagine if that changed. Imagine where we'd be in a year. Only your imagination can give you that answer, because I don't know. There are no rules. There are no limitations. Anything is possible. I guess we'll just have to wait and see what the universe has in store for us. But I wanted to talk about JFK's speech. A couple days ago, right around the time that I wrote this, I heard his speech about going to the moon. And it was interesting because I've never heard it before, being 23, I can't believe it. But, he said in that speech, we choose to go to the moon and do the other things. Not because they're easy, but because they're hard. Why climb Everest? Because it is there. Why go to the moon? Because it is there. Why start a passion media company that aims to give normal people the ability to do the once thought impossible? Because that's why we're here. That's why we're on this earth, to question, to wonder, to challenge, to give, to live, and to create opportunities that and knowledge, and to inspire the next generation, and so that the next generation can go and solve the great mysteries that awaits them. Now is the time for change. Now is the time for innovation. Now is the time for dreamers and doers of my generation to ask what if, just like the other guys did. To create solutions, to connect the dots, to solve problems, and to ask questions and change the world. Not because it is easy, but because it is hard. It's the hard challenges that change lives, and it's the hard challenges that change the world. We live in the greatest country in the world. It's our job to make it the land of opportunity, not the land of sustainability. It's our job to ask what if, to create solutions, to connect the dots, and to give back to the world. If we don't do it, who else will? That's all I got. See you next time. Solid, dude.
Sick.
I think that was next level.
Sick.
I think that was next
take.
level. There's Dan. There's Dan. Wait, do you see Dan? Hold on, here's Dan. Here's Dan. Yup. If I can do the quick release. Yup, there he is. He's in the kitchen, rocking the slider. There it is. Oh, man.
Dude, that was sick.
I think we're good.
That was so sick.
Yeah, check this out.